The daughters of Kofi, in a remote village in Ghana, surrounded by golden fields and wide skies, there lived a man named Kofi Mensah. Kofi was a quiet man with calloused hands and eyes that held wisdom far beyond his years. He had three daughters, Amma, Ephia, and Abina, each born in the early glow of dawn, as if the sun had come to bless them personally. When his wife Essie passed away giving birth to Abina, the villagers came bearing food, pity, and opinions. "You need to remarry and have a son," they advised. "Girls are soft, they won't carry your name. Who will take care of you when you're old? Kwame has 6 strong sons. That's a man's blessing." Kofi heard it all but said little. He simply looked at his daughters, Amma with her fierce eyes, Ephia with her curious mind, and baby Abina who gripped his finger like she already understood the world, and smiled. He raised them with discipline, love, and endless belief. Kofi taught his girls everything he knew. They helped him on the farm, repaired the roof before the rains, and sat with him under the baobab tree where he told them ancient stories and asked them difficult questions. He made them strong in body and sharper in mind. The village watched amused. "They act like boys," they joked. But Kofi never once wished his daughters were anything other than who they were. Years passed. Amma, the eldest, showed a deep love for healing. She spent her days helping the village herbalist, memorizing roots and caring for the sick. Ephia, the middle child, would always ask, why some people had so little, why the land was owned by a few, why women were silent in village meetings. Abina, the youngest, had a knack for numbers. She sold her father's yams at the market and always returned with more than expected. When it came time for school, Kofi sold half his land to pay for their education. "This is your inheritance," he told them. "Use it to build something no one can take from you." Amma earned a scholarship and went on to study medicine in Accra. It was there she became one of the first female doctors from their region. Ephia studied law, driven by the injustices she saw every day. She vowed to change the laws that kept women voiceless and the poor forgotten. Abina built a small business, selling handmade crafts online. What began as a modest venture soon turned into a growing enterprise employing dozens of women from their village. The villagers started to take notice. Kwame, Kofi's old friend, had 6 sons, but the boys had left the village in search of their own lives. Some had struggled, others had failed. None came back. Meanwhile, Kofi's daughters returned often. Amma set up a health clinic where she treated people for free. Ephia helped women reclaim land stolen from them, and Abina funded scholarships for girls to attend school. One day, the village chief called a gathering. He stood before the people and said, "We once believed daughters were a burden, but look at what Kofi's daughters have done. They have healed us, defended us, and lifted our name across the world." Kofi sat at the front, older now, with silver in his beard. His daughters sat beside him, one in a white coat, one in a power suit, one in a flowing dress embroidered with her brand's logo. He didn't speak, not yet, but when the chief asked if he had anything to say, Kofi stood, looked at his daughters, and finally spoke. "You told me girls were useless, but they've done more than many sons. They've brought me honor, love, and legacy, and when I am gone, it won't be a name they carry, it'll be a nation they build." And from that day forward, no one in that village ever dared to doubt the worth of a daughter again.